I'm not one to seek attention, but I don't mind having all eyes on me today. It's the first anniversary of my horror movie club, and the day of what will be the most epic party Salford Prep's senior class has ever seen. Hopefully. I hop out of my car, my best friends Elise and Demario following a moment later. They popped out at lunchtime with me to help grab last-minute goodie bag items. A year ago, I never would have expected my mini rant on Insta about Black people being offed first in horror movies to go viral, or that hundreds would log on when I threw out a random invitation to watch a horror movie with me online, one where the Black person actually makes it to the closing credits. That's one of many reasons why I think Get Out is the greatest movie ever made. And my obsession with the film is why each of the 12 invitations to my anniversary party was accompanied by a vintage Tiffany silver spoon, a nod to the movie's legendary hypnosis moment. With all the spooky activities I've got planned, everyone's going to the sunken place. A gust of wind swirls through the parking lot of the Glen Cove Strip Mall, located a few miles away from New York City, scattering a raked pile of burgundy leaves. I tighten the belt of my coat. Like every other beach town in the Northeast, it gets pretty cold this time of year. "We're gonna be late getting back to school," Demario grumbles. "You're really doing this?" He rubs his hand over his head, tousling his short locks. He's got rich dark brown skin and broad shoulders from competitive swimming. "Yes, we are," I say, making a beeline to the antique shop. The window display is overdone, with a mix of skulls, hanging bats, and spiders. I glance at Demario, unable to contain my excitement or laughter. Going to see a tarot reader on Halloween is the perfect content for building buzz. I've got about 40,000 followers across both my TikTok and Instagram accounts. After tonight, I'm hoping to hit 50. The magic number where I follow through with my plan of expanding my Jump Scares brand into a podcast. "Need help with your makeup for the party?" Elise asks. She tucks a handful of unruly hair behind her ear. It's a combination of loose coils and tight, springy curls from her Black and Filipino ancestry. Elise plans to follow in her mom's footsteps as a Broadway makeup artist, and she's my go-to when it comes to glam. "Yes, prom makeup, but make it dark," I say. My costume is top secret. Not even these two know what I'm wearing. Witchy bells chime overhead as the door swings open. "Did you see Archer liked your last post?" Elise says, showing me her phone. "Then again, he likes all your posts." The cheesiest grin spreads across my face. Stop. Yesterday, I posted a teaser about going to a tarot reader and asked followers to drop questions I should ask in the comments. Archer Mitchell might be a big deal musician now, but when I first started crushing on him, back in middle school, he was just a scrawny kid with spiky blonde hair and a nose ring, making music and posting videos online. Then, last summer, one of his songs blew up on TikTok, and he landed a record deal. And now Billboard calls him a hitmaker. But to me, he's still just Archer, the nice guy who sits next to me in AP English. Smoke swirls from a stick of incense burning in a wooden boat holder that produces an overwhelming smell of lavender. The midday sun glints off a set of silver trinkets displayed on the countertop, along with a clutter of collectible plates and shiny polished candlesticks and other knickknacks. There's a sign near the doorway, Psychic Readings by Adelina. Demario gets his phone ready. He films most of my reels and other social media stuff and gets a real kick out of me being awkward on camera. Since I launched Jump Scares a year ago, people are taking notice, and the response to my poll on whether I should start a podcast was an overwhelming yes. My escape room event last spring with the Haunting of Hill House theme was a success. And the summer outdoor horror movie in the park had a huge turnout. But Halloween is my favorite time of the year. Aside from the entertainment, it's cozy. The temperature is cooling everything down, and pumpkin spice season has begun.